Hi, sixth graders. It's Mrs. Johnson. We're starting a new week in science class here. So this week's a little bit of a shorter week. So we just have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So for your agenda over here, on Tuesday, you should be watching this video first, which you already are. So good job. And then when you're finished with that, you're going to do the digital lesson 1.6. This is going to look a little bit different from what it has in the past. I put it in a Google form just because I think it might be easier. So you will still need to log in to Think Central. So go to Rapid Identity, click on Think Central, and leave that open in a different tab. Then you can go into here and then click on the link, and this will bring you, oh, I'm not logged in. So it will bring you to the digital lesson though when you click there, okay? And then this is where you'll record your answers and submit it right on this Google Doc or Google form. So you'll type in your last name, your first name, your class hour. And then as you go through them, you'll just type in your answer. Don't worry too much about spelling. This is more just graded on completion, but it's your introduction to this section. So make sure that you go through this, okay? So remember the numbers of the problems correspond with the slide of the digital lesson that you'll find that answer on, all right? So you do have to answer each one before you can hit submit, and then hit submit down here when you are finished, and that will send it to me so that I can peek at it, okay? So that is your assignment for today. Oops, leave. Then, when you're done with that, tomorrow and Thursday, you're going to be doing some stations. And so we're trying this a different way again, too. So I'm also using a Google form for this. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to open both of these two things. So where it says here for the stations and then the Google form. What I like to do is split my screen so that I have kind of one on each side so I can look at them both at the same time. So this one right here is the stations. And they look the same as they would when we are in class and we have them. Okay, so the watch it, the read it, etc. They are all modified so that you can do them from a distance and not in the classroom. Do your best on these. Some of them are kind of a challenge. Okay, these links on here will work. Just click right on them. So you'll have that, and then you'll also have to have the Google form open. And again, this is where you will type in your answers, okay? You'll notice that the little star means that it's a required answer. None of those have the required little star thing on there. And the reason for that is because I'm anticipating this is going to take you 2 different days to work on. So what you do is, let's say you get through half of them, okay? And then your time's up or you're done. You can go to the bottom and hit submit. Okay, what that will do is it will save your answers. If you don't hit submit and close out of it, it will erase all of your answers and you'll have to start over. Okay, so anytime you stop working, hit submit, and then when you go back in to click on it the next day to finish it, it'll bring up the same thing that you have. Okay, also you'll notice some of these say that they're scored. I am going to go through and just see how you did, but the grade again is based on completion. Okay, so that's the second thing, and these go just with the task cards. So like Explore It would go with the Explore It task cards. Okay, so do your best as you go through those. All right, so that is for Wednesday and Thursday. That's what I'm anticipating. Okay, and then your final thing for Friday is the quick check. Okay, remember your quick check, you can use anything. I do have a slideshow as well that has some of this information on it. I will put that in here on the bottom so that you can access that if you have questions. We're not really doing notes on this section, so you might want that slideshow to use for your quick check or for when you're studying for your test next week. Okay, so again, short week, digital lesson, stations, and quick check. All 3 of those things will go in the grade book, so please make sure they get submitted to me by Friday. On Friday, I will send emails out to students who have not turned it in yet, and then on Monday of next week, I will send emails out to parents who I haven't received them from. So they're really not due until Sunday night, but I'll just send you a reminder if they're not in by Friday. Okay? Remember, I'm available every day between 9 and 11 right here on my Memoji. Or by email at any other time. All right. So let me know if you have questions and have a great week.